Hey y'all, here I am in the heart of Deep East Texas. Check it out. Hey, I've been thinking a lot about doing some more live streaming. I've done it a couple times, got a little bit of response from it, but I think I've realized what I got to do to make my live streams better, get more views, get more people interacting with them, and how to make it a more effective for my channel. So if you can come up with some other ideas, please leave them down in the comments below. And if you have any questions or topic ideas that you'd like to see me do in a live stream, leave them down there too. But first off, what I really came to the conclusion that you just can't wing it. You have to have a topic. You got to plan out something you're going to talk about. And it might be a few things, it might just be one thing. I wouldn't talk about all kinds of crazy things, you're just going to ramble and ramble. But if you got one specific thing, you're going to talk about how your seedlings are doing, or what tomato seeds you're going to start this year, or what kind of pests you're dealing with, or if you've got a different kind of channel, what you're going to cook. I don't know. It could be anything. But then, along with having that topic, you need to have something, either some pictures or some actual things for a show and tell. You know, people have good imaginations, but you're not always so good at describing stuff. So if you have a visual aid, it will help people inspire questions or help you interact with what you're doing, or they just get more out of it, and they might stay on your chat a little longer. So have a topic, have something to do, have some visual aids, and then if you want to interact with the people there, it's kind of hard to hold the camera up and read the comments in the side. They move so fast, and it's good to have somebody else with you who can monitor the chat, see if there's any questions coming up that you could answer, and do shout outs for. But then they could also talk to you. So you're not just sitting there talking to yourself. They can elaborate on a point that you made, or help you clarify something, or they just give you someone to interact with, especially if they're funny or they're a nice person. It'll help you make a better live stream. So I was hoping that for my live stream I could get Josh or Mandy, or Josh and Mandy, to come and help me and do this. So, but then I also might recruit my brother. Who knows? You haven't met my brother on this channel yet, but he's a possibility to be a guest or to help me with the live stream. And then it's good to generate some questions and some comments from people that watch your channel, or your channels that you watch, and then you can refer to other people. I love hearing other YouTubers, especially people I've been following for a while, say my name or give me a shout out. And I don't know, it's neat. I like it, and I'd like to do that if you get a kick out of that. Giving shout outs to people, or answering questions. So a good way, I think, to do that would be if you have a Facebook page that goes along with your YouTube channel, or you have an Instagram account that you kind of cross promote. Ask people for questions or topic ideas for your live stream, and then tell them when you're going to go live, so the people on Facebook, even if they don't give you a question or a topic or something, they know you're live streaming, and they might check it out. And so a little bit of cross-mogination is a good way to go with that. Just make sure that the people can hear you and that they can see you. And if you're moving around a bit, don't make people nauseous with swerving a camera all around or zooming in or zooming out. Take that stuff slow and easy. And I think just with a little bit of practice that you'll have a lot of fun doing it. I think I'm going to have fun doing it. I love to talk to people, and the whole idea of having them being able to talk back to me in real time is really cool. So, topic, show and tell, have something there to actually look at. Have a friend help you, either be on screen with you or help you with the chat stuff, and then be sure and engage the people, your subscribers on Facebook or other things, or even do a video like this telling people that you are going to start doing live streams, and hopefully that'll encourage some more interaction. So, hope that helps you and encourages you to do some live streams, and let me know when you're doing it so I can be sure and catch it and say hey to you. And well, I've got a lot of things to pot on here. I've got a lot of tomatoes that I've been putting into these bigger containers, kind of buy a little extra time before I move them out in the backyard. And then I've got some more cleaning up and work in the backyard to do. And I'll show you some of that, maybe just some pictures. Don't want to make this video too long, but hey, thanks a lot for checking out this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm really glad when you guys leave a comment, and making new subscribers is a real treat. I've got a couple new subscribers today, and welcome to the club, and I'll see you next time in the garden. Well, I still have my tomato seedlings here under the light. A lot of the smaller ones are getting bigger, and a few of the little empty spots I dropped in a few extra seeds. Here's some basil, and I don't know if you can see, but there are a few little basil seedlings, and that's really good. I'm going to try to grow as much basil as I can this year. Here are the these little chocolate cherry tomatoes. I'm going to have a bunch of those, and there's some more basil back there. But I've been transplanting them as they get a little too big for the little squares into these little pots. I got these from Josh and Mandy. They've got a landscaping business, and whenever they have a thing where they get all these pots and stuff, they save them and reuse them. So I got a whole bunch, I think like 40 or some, and they had these nice little trays to put them in too. And I've just been, when it's nice, I've been setting them outside, kind of in a partially shaded area, trying to get them a little accustomed to the outside. But they're doing real well. These are mostly the yellow cherry and the yellow grape, and then I have a few of these Japanese black truffle. I've got my pepper plants still up in their little terrariums. I haven't seen any, maybe just the tiniest bit of movement in those, but jalapeno and poblano and some little miniature sweet peppers, and then a weird little chili pepper. And but they're a little slow. It's a beautiful green morning, and just wanted to show you how the fruit trees are doing. This is my kefir pear that Josh and I put a massive pruning on this year, and it looks real good. Lots of buds on it. They're just now starting to open up, but the star of the show is my big loquat tree. I remember about half a year ago, probably, I've got a video called Giving Love to My Loquat, or Loving Up My Loquat, something like that. And I was complaining that it just hadn't been doing very good the last couple of years. So I gave it a whole lot of worm castings and gave it a big bunch of mulch. And then we pruned it back and really opened up the inside of it. When you step back, it looks kind of like a Japanese bonsai kind of thing. But now it had loads of blooms on it, but now there are a whole lot of loquat fruit, and it's looking good. So hopefully this will be a good loquat year. And there is my plum tree, and it is starting to bud out. I've been seeing little flowers on that. Did a good prune on that this year, and I'm gonna go around and redo the mulch around the bottom of these things, get all the weeds cleaned out. And here is my pineapple pear. You can see it's still got a few blooms on it, but the older blooms are still hanging on there, and I'm hoping that some of these things are going to set fruit. I'm not expecting much the first year it's been transplanted here, but who knows, maybe. And the birds have been loving me. Been feeding them one of these things full just about every other day. And then this little garden right here, I've got a big rosemary there, and then a volunteer elephant garlic, and then a couple trees. This little pomegranate, and then that persimmon over there. And I'm just going to clean out all these weeds and re-wood chip it, get it all mulched up real well. Maybe plug in a few things, but mostly just keep it big and empty. Basically, this week is getting things ready. I hate to pull everything out in the middle of winter and just leave a bare garden bed. So I kind of just let things go to seed. You can see the broccoli over there. I ate loads of broccoli this year, but I've just let it go to seed because the bees love it. And this time of year, there's not a whole lot of things for the bees to get. So until I'm ready to put something in there, I'm just going to let them be. Here's a few more things I let go to seed. This is some kind of lettuce or arugula or something like that. And that's a cauliflower that has gone to seed. Whole bunch of wonderful thyme. And then these are the beds I was talking about that are out in front of the garden. Really had to cut down the size of my garden this year, so I'm going to do fewer things and keep it all concentrated here in the backyard area. That's just what I was looking at. There's the loquat tree, the plum tree. So, whole lot of cleaning up. I love all these pretty green weeds. Just makes everything look so alive. There's my compost pile. Josh and Mandy are gonna help me with some wood chips. They've got a bunch of wood chips at their place. And we're gonna mulch all the trees and mulch my paths. And so you've got a lot to look forward to on my channel. All right, well, that's what my garden's looking like right now. Got a lot of work to do, but it's easy. The month of March. The month of March is all about getting your beds ready and slowly planting things in and getting ready, because it comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb, and then it's no holds barred, grow, grow, grow. Spring has sprung. Well, enjoy. I'll see you next time in the garden.